Your Ford is running at maybe 60% of its actual potential right now. Not because something is broken, but because Ford designed it that way. Today, we are exposing 10 hidden Ford tricks that mechanics really do not want you knowing about. Some take 30 seconds, others take an hour, but every single one works. Trick number 7 got a shop fined $47,000 when they did it wrong. And trick number 1 can add 50 to 80 horsepower overnight without turning a single wrench. If you drive a Ford, keep watching because this information will change how you maintain your vehicle forever. Trick number 10, the throttle body reset. Dealers charge $150 for what takes 30 seconds in your driveway. Your Ford uses electronic throttle control. Over time, the computer develops learned habits based on how you drive. If you spend most of your time in traffic driving gently, your Ford learns to be lazy, softening throttle response and shifting early. Here's the fix. Turn the key to on without starting the engine. Press the gas pedal all the way down and hold for 10 seconds. Turn the key off, release the pedal, wait 10 seconds, then start. This wipes throttle learning data and forces a relearn. F-150 owners report instant improvements. It works on EcoBoost, Coyotes, and Tritons. Important. Immediately after the reset, drive aggressively. Rev it out. Otherwise, the computer learns lazy habits again. Trick number 9, the mass airflow sensor miracle, the $7 fix that saves $220. Your mass airflow sensor, often called the MAF sensor, measures the air entering the engine and tells the engine computer how much fuel to inject. Microscopic dust coats the sensor wire over time, tricking it into reading low, and the computer dumps extra fuel to compensate. Symptoms include a rough idle and fuel economy dropping from 18 to 14 miles per gallon. Most people replace the sensor, paying from $180 to $250. Instead, buy a $7 can of mass airflow sensor cleaner. Do not use brake cleaner or carburetor cleaner. Use a product made specifically for mass airflow sensors. Unplug the sensor, spray gently on the sensing element, let it air dry for 10 minutes, then reinstall. One F-150 owner went from 14 to 18 miles per gallon. That is $1,800 saved annually on fuel alone. Trick number 8, the carbon purge. Pop the hood of any Ford with over 50,000 miles and check the throttle body. That black sticky coating is carbon buildup strangling your engine. One dealer quoted $347 for cleaning. The fix costs $8. Buy throttle body cleaner, remove the intake tube, spray generously on the butterfly valve, scrub with an old toothbrush and wipe it clean. One F-150 went from stalling at stoplights to running smoothly in 15 minutes. Tests show throttle body carbon reduces airflow by up to 23%. Trick number 7, water vapor decarbonization. This sounds like a fairy tale, but old school tuners have used it for decades. A shop got fined $47,000 for doing this wrong. One hydrolock, one bent connecting rod, and one federal investigation. Here is how to do it correctly. With the engine fully warmed and idling, introduce a fine mist of water into the intake. It flashes into steam in the hot combustion chambers. The expansion scours carbon deposits off piston crowns and valves. Results are undeniable. But the key is control. A fine mist, not a stream. Steady throttle, not revving. Pour too much too fast and you hydrolock. Liquids do not compress. A cylinder full of water bends rods instantly. If you're finding this valuable, hit that like button because we are covering the tricks that save the most money. Trick number 6, the Italian tune-up. A free carbon cleaning method, safer than water vapor. Data shows 64% of cars drive primarily short trips under 10 miles and never reach optimal temperature. This creates carbon buildup. One F-150 with the 5.0 Coyote engine and 73,000 miles felt gutless. The owner drove 5 miles to work daily for 8 years. The engine never got hot enough to burn carbon. The solution is simple. Every 2 weeks, drive on the highway at 3,500 to 4,000 revolutions per minute for 15 continuous minutes. This burns carbon off. Black smoke poured from her exhaust the first time. By the second run, the smoke cleared and the 5.0 engine pulled like new. Trick number 5, the PCV catch can hack. If you drive a direct injection Ford, especially an EcoBoost, your engine is slowly choking itself. Port injection washed fuel over the intake valves, keeping them clean. Direct injection sprays fuel into the cylinders. The PCV system recycles oily blow-by back into the intake. Oil bakes onto hot valves, creating carbon sludge. Cleaning costs $500 to $1,200 for walnut blasting. A catch can prevent it for $80 to $150. The backyard version costs $3. Install a small inline fuel filter in the PCV hose between the valve and the intake. It traps oil mist before it reaches the valves. Replace it every oil change. Trick number 4, the drop-in filter upgrade. People spend $300 to $400 on cold air intakes that actually suck hot engine bay air. Your factory airbox is designed well. It pulls cold air from outside the fender. The restriction is the cheap paper filter made from wood pulp that clogs quickly. Swap it for a high-flow cotton gauze filter like K&N for $50. They flow about 50% more air while still trapping dirt. Dyno tests showed the stock airbox with a drop-in filter made more power than $400 aftermarket cone setups. Trick number 3, the transmission drain and fill hack. Dealers say transmission fluid is sealed for life. Sealed for life means sealed until warranty expires. We have seen 46 transmissions die right after warranty with lifetime fluid turned black. Do a partial drain and refill every 30,000 to 40,000 miles instead of waiting for Ford's 150,000-mile interval. Each service replaces about 40% of the fluid. Over 3 changes, you replace nearly all of the fluid gradually without shocking the system. One slipping 10-speed at 120,000 miles faced a $4,500 replacement quote. 3 partial services, totaling $420, made the shifts crisp again. Trick number 2, the battery disconnect brain reset. A nuclear option for electrical gremlins. Your Ford's computers store adaptive data including fuel trims, shift points, and throttle position. Corrupted data can cause phantom check engine lights and transmission problems. Disconnect the negative battery terminal, a critical step. Many owners miss. Press the brake pedal 10 to 15 times, sound the horn, turn on the headlights, and open the doors. This drains every capacitor, ensuring a complete reset. Leave the battery disconnected for at least 30 minutes. Reconnect the battery, start the vehicle without turning on accessories, and drive in varied conditions. Every module relearns from scratch. Dealers charge $150 for this free reset. Trick number 1, the engine control unit tune. Ford detunes engines deliberately. They tune for poor quality gas, zero maintenance survival, and to create gaps between base models and Raptors. Your engine has locked power. A Stage 1 tune rewrites timing maps, increases EcoBoost boost pressure, and leans out an overly rich mixture. One 2019 F-153.5 EcoBoost gained 60 horsepower and 80 pound-feet from software alone. Dealer performance packages cost $3,000 to $5,000 for 15 to 20 horsepower. Stage 1 tunes cost $400 to $800 for 50 to 80 horsepower. On 5.0 Coyote engines, expect 20 to 30 horsepower. On EcoBoosts, 50 to 80 is common. Warning: you must maintain the vehicle perfectly afterward. Use synthetic oil every 5,000 miles and use premium 91-octane fuel only. You just learned 10 tricks that cost under $500 total. They can prevent over $15,000 in repairs, and they unlock performance that Ford buried on purpose.